Algebra I, number 5.9c, multiply binomials stacked in columns. We learned how to multiply binomials using the FOIL method in the last video, number 5.9b. There's a link in this description for that video. We also talked about using a rectangular method with boxes. Now we'll see how to multiply binomials by stacking them on top of each other in columns. I'm going to do it the same way we would multiply two-digit numbers. You remember in grade school we learned that we can multiply two-digit numbers by multiplying the ones place to the ones and then the tens. And then we do the tens place. We multiply it to the ones and the tens. And we add them up. Well, it's the same thing we're going to do with the binomials. So here we've got two different binomials, 4a minus 3 and a minus 2, and we can multiply them together stacked. First thing we're going to do is multiply negative 2 by negative 3. Negative and a negative makes a positive, so we have a positive 6. Now we're going to multiply negative 2 times a 4a. Well, the 4a is a positive, and that's a negative, so it's going to give us a negative, isn't it? So we have a negative 8a. Now we need to multiply by this a. See? It's sort of like we did the ones place. Now we need to do the tens place. See? So we had negative 8a plus 6 from doing this part. So now a times a negative 3 is negative 3a. See? And a times 4a is 4a squared. We have two of them, so we're going to add them because that's the product rule, right? We add the exponents. So now we've got 4a squared minus 11a plus 6. See this 6 drop down? And when we're adding like terms, it's going to be like the add-ins, so we're going to have a negative, and 8 and 3 is 11. So it's written in descending order for exponent a. 4a squared is the largest exponent, so that's first, and then minus 11a plus 6. Now what about fractions? Yeah, we can do the same thing with fractions. We could do FOIL method, but we can also stack them. So we've got half a squared b plus b and half a squared b minus b, and we can multiply them together. So now they're stacked, and we're going to do this negative b to the positive b and to the half a squared b, just as if it's in the ones place, and negative b and positive b makes negative b squared. See, we add the two exponents. A b and a b makes b squared, and because it's a positive and negative, we get a negative. Now we have to multiply this negative b times that half a squared b. So because that's a positive, and we're multiplying it by a negative, we get a negative half a squared b squared. Because there's two b's, it's going to be b squared. See? Now we can do this term that is sort of like in the tens place, can't we? We can multiply this half a squared b times this positive b. See? Oops, that's supposed to be a half. Sorry about that. Remember, if you don't make mistakes, you'll probably never make anything. I do make mistakes, I'm sorry. So we're going to multiply this half a squared b times this positive b, okay? And then half a squared b times b gives us half a squared b squared, see? See how this one we had negative half a squared b squared? Because the two b's ended up making it b squared. So now these two b's are going to make it b squared. Except now, because that's a positive b, we've got a positive half a squared b squared, see? Now we have to multiply the half a squared b to this half a squared b. We multiply the fractions, and when we multiply fractions, we just multiply across, don't we? A half times a half equals 1/4, because we just multiply the denominators and go straight across, right? So that's going to give us 1/4. See our little 1/4 here? And because the product rule of exponents lets us add the exponents when we're multiplying, the a squared times the a squared is going to be a to the 4th. So now we get a little 4 here. And we have two b's, and we're going to add them because they got little invisible 1 exponents, don't they? So we're going to have b squared because there's two of them. So now, if you look at this, look at the center here. We've got a negative half a squared b squared and a positive half a squared b squared. You know what that makes? That makes a zero pair, and we can just cancel them. We can just eliminate them. It's gone. It's like if you had a -5 and added a 5, you'd have 0, right? So there's actually a 0 here. See? And when we simplify it, we don't need to write the 0. We can just write 1/4 a to the 4th b squared minus b squared. See? So we actually don't have to write this when we're doing 0 pairs. All right? It just got eliminated. Our next video is number 5.10a, and we're going to talk about multiplying binomials and special products. Just remember to list the terms in descending order for the main exponent. If this is a binomial or a polynomial for the variable a, then a is going to be listed in descending order with the largest, then the next smallest, next smallest, next smallest. Okay? And if you're confused about the FOIL method and the rectangular method and you missed that video, check this video's description because there'll be links to that one. Okay? All right, so we're going to talk about multiplying binomials and special products next. I hope I'll see you there. Bye.